Yo guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video we are going to be going over the best AFK farm method in order to get a domain shard quickly. But before we start this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. And thank you guys so much for 2,000 subscribers, and hopefully we can hit 5,000 by the end of this month. If we start popping off like crazy, I'm gonna host some giveaways soon. So make sure to stay tuned for that, but let's just get straight into the video. To start off, of course, this is the best AFK method to get domain shards, because if you go to the cursed market right here where I'm showing you, as you can see, these are the offers. And there's going to be an offer for cursed tentacles, which comes from Dagon, or even demon blobs, but demon blobs are way too hard to get. And it's pretty much 9 of the material in order to get 1 demon finger. And you could also do keys, but keys are just way harder to get as well, and they way more tedious to grind for. But that is going to be the method. And once you rack enough of those cursed fingers, I know the domain shard costs 48 fingers as the lowest price and like 55 for the highest price. So when that is in stock, you can easily buy it, and you can get rich for the next update, because you're going to need domain shards, you're going to need maximum scrolls, you're going to need everything in order to actually get the new 10 Shadows ability that's going to come out in next update, hopefully. So other than that, I'll provide some extra info about my build, and then we'll just get straight into it. Alright, so as you can see here, we're going to start off with my stats. I got these stats from Tana Verified, so make sure to subscribe to him. But he really provides one of the best PvE builds, if you didn't know. So we're going to start off with our health. Only get this, so we are allowed to parry, and then straight to focus. We're going to get the full middle path, and then we're going to only get 1 concentration, because this build is going to kill them within 5 seconds. You're going to not need any more after you pop in a black flash. Lock in, make sure to get that black flash immediately. It's going to do like 4k damage if you're using the right, like everything correctly. It is very OP as a move. And then these ones down here, they buff the damage and the total output of the black flash. Next, we're going to move on to technique. You're going to want to get the full path, except for the last one, because the last one doesn't really boost your damage, but these boost your damage for your moves and your innates. So make sure to get these, and make sure to get Divergent Fist in order to do extra damage. Next, we're moving on to strength. Make sure to get the middle path, do not get the last thing, and get Rib Breaker. This is all we're doing. We're only going the middle path in order to get Rib Breaker, because if you click R, and then it's pretty much going to give them a fragile status for a couple of seconds, and that makes them do so much damage. But it also stacks with Black Flash, so it's just OP overall, and that's going to be the stat points for this build. Now, moving on to innates, I actually am like pretty confident about these innates. These are probably going to be the best. I will show you some alternatives if you do not have these, but for now, you're going to want, you don't necessarily need the domain expansion, but it's going to make it way easier. Infinity Reversal Red, you don't necessarily need it, but it's going to do a lot more damage. Demon Vessel Cleave, and Demon Vessel Dismantle, Demon Vessel Switch, all these from Demon Vessel. You're gonna need them, except for Dismantle. It's not necessary, but it is wanted. So, with all of these, it's gonna do probably like 6k in total damage. The Demon Vessel is like one of the best things for PvE grinding. And then next is gonna be these 3 abilities. These 3 abilities are like amazing, because I'm gonna use them right here. As you can see, I can stack them on top of each other, and I don't have to wait in order to use the next move. So that is why we are using these abilities. But let me show you guys right here. This is my innate bag. I have literally every single innate, and they're all max mastery. I've like grinded this game so much. So what you could possibly do, you could get Star Rage in there, replace pretty much anything for Star Rage, but it's gonna be wanted to get these builds. Star Rage is gonna be one of them, and really that's gonna be pretty much all you could do for the most part. You're gonna need at least Ratio. You could also use Ratio. Ratio does a ton of damage to bosses, so that might be something else you might want to add if you do not have any of these. But all of these are pretty much gonna be good. You might be able to replace Curse Queen with Ratio, because Curse Queen, you're only using 1 ability for it, but it is a good ability. So if you guys do have all these, I recommend using these for now. Now, moving on straight to our weapons, I have every single weapon in this game. I've used a bunch of this. I have like half of these are max level right now, but the best weapon's gonna be Winter Bell, just because of the Z move, which freezes them, and the boss won't be able to use any move. The X was good back then, but now since you're stunned whenever you use it, it's hard, right? So weapons aren't gonna really matter that much. Vengeance, probably don't use Vengeance because like the moves they make you stuck. For, like, let me show you for example. Right here, as you can see, it has a bunch of lag. If you do hit the move, then you're gonna be pretty much in this cutscene for a little bit. ISO is also a good option, as it's just quick. Look at this. I mean, all of these moves are like last like 1 second each. They don't play any cutscenes on the bosses, and you could probably use anything else that's pretty quick. But I think Winterbell will be the best for this build, and for the actual skills, normal skills. Make sure you're using, if you have any scrolls, any extra damage will be helpful. These are not needed at all. Divergent Fist in order to get that extra M1 damage. And that's going to be all for this build for now. One more thing I forgot about to mention is my accessories. So for the accessories, these are the ones I have right now. But the rings, you could have, what's it called? The Molten Ring, I think it's called. Demonic Toby, you're gonna want this. Soul Robe, you're gonna want this unless you have something else that does a lot of damage. I know, like Deep Sailor something, that's also good. The Special Great Armor is good. That's pretty much the best things for all of this. Eyes of Willpower, obviously. Cloak of Inferno, best cloak in the game. And that's gonna be all of this for now. And yeah, that's pretty much gonna be it. If you guys have any fortune armor, if you wanna get lucky from the chest, you should probably use this instead of the actual damaging builds. But if you just want to get the chest fast, or get mastery, or level up fast, make sure you're using this extreme build. Alright, now we are going to go straight into the bosses. But before we go into the bosses, the black market right here, if you are just straight up looking for drops and the best drops and you're not trying to AFK or anything, make sure to get Snake Charm, and that's gonna be all you need. Snake Charm for drops is amazing. It gives 0.1 extra luck, I think, but it's one of the best. It's either 1 or 0.1. Here, I can check actually for you guys right now. Alright, as you can see here, it's 1.5 extra luck, which is absolutely insane. So make sure you stack up on these if you guys already have the lunar set. But if you go to crafting right here, go to world bosses. Each of these give like around 0.1, I believe. So having all 4 of these will be like one of the best things you can have. And for the hat, make sure you have the Santa hat. I don't know if you can see right here, but that is going to be the best luck build. So I recommend using that, but we can go straight into the boss farm and actually show you. Okay, so now that we are here, make sure your tiny task is open. You're going to want to click on Ocean Curse. And you can honestly, I recommend doing either 1-star difficulty and max level, because this will give you 3 chests and still give you 2 cursed tentacles. If you go max on max, unless you're, it's not the best for AFK grinding, because he actually does do a lot of damage if you get hit by a move. And if your macros sometimes messes up, then it's not going to be the best. You could do a 3-star, 2-star, it doesn't matter. Just if you're in AFK, I recommend these settings, and I'm going to do those settings for now because I am going to AFK. So this will be the settings for now, and let's just get straight into it. Okay, before we actually start anything, make sure not to click anything, but prefixes right here, make sure the play speed is 1x. I don't think you guys can see it but on my screen, but make sure it's 1x, and continuous play black. Make sure those are always on. And you could also do always on top, so it always shows no matter what, like right here, even if you're tapped out or anything. But so in order to get straight into it, click record, click on the actual game, and then /buffs. Make sure to pull out your ability. Click G in order, or whatever your switch button is. O in order to extend fully out. Walk dash. And stop once you're close. As soon as he spawns, start spamming all your moves. He's gonna pop his domain right here. Make sure to M1 up it. Raising bell if you have it. In the red, look, he's already 706 HP. He has a user domain. He might use his domain if you do too much damage too fast, but it's whatever, because you're gonna easily kill him. Right here, just killed him. You're gonna want to wait a bit. Do not do anything. I don't know why they teleport me back to the actual. Alright, there we go. But you're gonna want to keep using moves because he might not be dead right now. He might still be alive. You know, some type of lag or anything. You accidentally missed a move. Just keep using moves right here. As you can see, we are using moves. We already finished the boss fight in like a minute, but just to make sure, alright, that should be good enough. You want to spam click E and spam click flip all. You're gonna want to keep doing this and repeating this for like a couple seconds or something. And then after a bit, it should work. Alright, after a bit, you can see 1 minute 45. We can click replay. Do not end the recording yet. Just wait a little bit. Wait until you actually load into the game. Give it 5 seconds, and then you can actually end the recording fully, and you should be good. Alright, as you can see, I loaded into the game. Click 5 times. Make sure that I'm actually loaded in. And then stop the recording. Now, I will show you guys how efficient it is and how it works, and give you pretty much 2 examples of me beating the boss. Maybe 2 or maybe 1, but let's just get straight into it. Alright guys, so that will be the conclusion of this video. If you did find this video helpful, please like and subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. And the next video will probably be on, I don't even know, Jujutsu Infinite update or Blue Lock, another tier list, or something like that. So make sure to stay tuned, and anyway, see you guys.